Okay, question number 1 tells us to explain how to find the difference between -4/5 and 3/5. This is a subtraction problem. So I think the best way to do this is to just work through the problem, and then on the side we'll write our explanation. So the first thing I want to do is I want to change my subtraction problem to an addition problem. So change subtraction to addition. All right. And the way that I do that is first I need to change subtraction to addition, and then I need to take my second number and make it the opposite. So what does that mean? First thing is really easy. You just take the subtraction sign and you change it to addition. The next part, you take the opposite of your second number, and the opposite of +3/5 is -3/5. Your first number is going to stay exactly the same. All right. Now I have an addition problem, and I am adding two numbers that have the same sign. So I'm going to say add with same signs. And the steps that we take when we're adding two numbers with the same sign, first thing that we do is we add the absolute values. And then the second thing that we do is we use the common sign. All right, so first thing that I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to take the absolute value of both numbers. So the absolute value of 4/5 is -4/5 is 4/5. And then the absolute value of -3/5 is +3/5. Okay, now I need to add the absolute values. So I'm going to do 4/5 plus 3/5. And when we are adding fractions, this bottom number is going to stay the same all the way across, even into the answer. And all we do is we add the top numbers together. And the top numbers are 4 plus 3. So that gives us 7/5. Because remember, your bottom number is going to stay the same all the way across. Okay, now we need to use the common sign. So when we looked at our original problem, our original addition problem, both of these numbers were negative, which means 7/5 also needs to be negative. So the common sign is negative, which means the answer also needs to be negative. -7/5. And I'm going to highlight that negative sign so we remember where it came from. Okay, so that is technically an answer, but a lot of times your teachers are going to want you to change any improper fractions into mixed numbers. So let's do that. We have -7/5. So now I'm on the step change improper fraction to mixed number. Okay, and the way that I do that, I need to figure out how many groups of 5 I can take out of 7, and that will tell me how many whole numbers I have. So there are a couple ways that we could show this. One way is using division. So if we remember that the line in the middle, right here, means division, that sets us up to do a division problem, 7 divided by 5. And then we would just go through the division. 5 goes into 7 one time. And that leaves me 2 left over. So my mixed number is going to be made up of this whole number right here. And the leftover number, this 2, is going to be part of our fraction. So we have 1 whole and 2/5 left over. 2 and 1 whole. And then remember that that was a negative answer, so we need to make sure we remember our negative sign. So our answer is -1 and 2/5. Let's go back to our steps. So if we are explaining how to find the difference, the first thing we did is we changed subtraction to addition. We followed the steps for adding numbers with the same signs. And then we changed our improper fraction to a mixed number.